And hello. Hello, Angstase. Yes, there is new writing. By which I mean I'm redoing Flying Silk's introduction. Because it was kind of weak. Hello. Yes, I'm streaming. I know. Right. Get a boop. So basically, I had thoughts about Sheng and Zhang's introduction, and basically the initial chat in the tea shop is getting changed. And also, just getting woken up and following a spirit was kind of a bit boring, and I thought so for ages. So that's all getting changed around. And I think this is a far more interesting first line for the current time skip. It was unfortunate, Flying Silk thought, that he lived in interesting times.
Yeah, all those out. Like, obviously, yes, this is as big as the dining table, but I'm fairly certain we can still fit an entire Frosthaven on it, possibly by having people's hands on side tables.
Yeah. Why would we need to?
Well, if we're
Hang on, I'm just going to mute things temporarily because they're talking about.
Well, if
they're talking about organisation stuff. Okay, we're back. Hello. But yeah, I was thinking I wanted to try and differentiate it from his internal thoughts, but I guess that makes it fairly clear. Yes, I prefer this as an opening to what I originally had. It was unfortunate, Flangsel thought, that he lived in interesting times.
appropriate and correct.
Yes. Of course, it was expected that a travelling shell's life would contain more excitement than a normal citizen's, but from his position standing at the bottom of a valley on the remains of a landslide.
Yes, for that. Keep writing.
Yes, sir. Also, hello, Coca. Hello, Anxase. Good to see you.
Right. I shall leave you to your writing.
Indeed.
And your internet nerds. Hello, internet nerds.
Yes.
And I shall go and be damp.
Be damp indeed.
Yes. And very pretty. And warm. And clean.
Clean. Hello, English nerd.
Not inaccurate.
Nope. You're not a nuisance, Anastasi. There was a lovely conversation in another server which did make me think of you, which was basically the appropriate way to correctly do the verb tense. No, not the verb tenses. The whatever you fucking do to nouns. As in, what the correct translation of motherfucker is in Latin. And how it does not, and how it, declension, thank you, and how it does not in fact roll off the tongue nearly as easily as Mater Futur. Whereas the actual one that is more let's see, where even was that conversation? Ah, there we go. So you want matram for 2 tricks for a woman, which is even more difficult to say. Hello, Teal. The Coca, I want Tim Tams, but I can't justify the purchase. Maybe I should do something productive and use that to justify it. I mean, yes. I don't know. This is someone who knows Latin far better than I do. Yay! Hello, Teal. Thank you for the belated happy birthday, Ansase. But yes, I'm writing. I'm doing the writing, and Teal, I don't even know if you got through all the Ingram and Gunter stuff, so there is possibly more stuff for you to see. But also, I have done a bit more of actual main plot of To Form a Family. It's not happening today, but I have written a bit more. It's not copied over, because the chapter is not complete. Like, I have written a bit more. We have finally met Dr. Jack, the asshole. Whether you mean mother who fucks or fucker of a mother. Specifically, fucker of a mother. Anyway. I mean, she might have been going for the other one. Latin translations. Ansase is good at Latin. Rosemary is also good at Latin. I trust her to have it correct, so she probably had a different meaning intended in her mind. Oh, I could give a... But yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little sneak peek for the people who are very invested in the Crow Scare fanfic. Dr. Jack, it's been a while. I wasn't expecting you to be here. I was surprised when I saw you on the patient list too. The man gave a smile that was almost as fake as Dr. D's. but I'm going by my full name now. Dr. Jacoby West. My apologies, I'll adjust immediately. I'm assuming that you want to scan me. Of course, but you need to relax first, so I was thinking of some small talk might help with that, Dr. West pointed out as he moved over to the chair by the examination table. Dr. D had to give him credit, he was right, and he always had been good at his work. He could trust the man with that if nothing else. He wouldn't risk his reputation on doing a poor job. That is true. How have you been? Excellently. As you can see, I'm taking over as one of the top neurologists at the hospital. He smiled. I also have a lovely wife and a beautiful daughter. She is very smart for her age. Something about the sentence seemed off. Something about the praise seemed off. Like she was a prize to be paraded rather than a fond family pride. That might be how he showed his affection, though, given how much he prided himself on his own accomplishments. Then again, he had always been bad at seeing the world from anyone's point of view but his own. That's great to hear, Dr. D said with a neutral smile. How about you, Dr. West? Dr. Jackass asked so casually that the few remaining hairs on the back of Dr. D's neck stood on end. Still following Rune around? Alarm bells blared in his mind. He was fishing, trying to find Rune. They couldn't let Dr. West know anything. We've not spoken in a while, he said, and it was technically true, as long as you defined a while as a week. He saw Zoe give him a confused frown as she helped lift him onto the examination table, but the expression was gone in less than a second. Good. She was on her guard. Confused, but following his lead. Thank goodness. A pity. It would have been nice to catch up, Dr. West said mildly. Anyway, I knew that I was meeting the person Zoe and her husband were dating, but I admit I'm surprised she's dating someone without having seen their face. No, he was not letting them mock Zoe. Dr. D gave his best fake smile as he shuffled himself to sit more comfortably. But this is my face now, Doctor. I found I quite enjoy getting to paint it for different occasions. It's hardly surprising that an artist and a nurse would have something in common with an artistic doctor. Dr. West's smile was as fake as his own, but far more obviously so. I suppose not. Are you ready for the examination now? Oh, you're already saying kill him. Wait until you see the next bit. Then it is a good thing I have someone you trust as my assistant, as I'm going to need you to take your mask off, he said amicably, and Dr. D's spine froze solid. I guess Zoe will get to see your face after all. Think. He couldn't freeze. He couldn't let that bastard see what was under his mask, couldn't let him lower Dr. D in Zoe's view. The other doctor never needed me to remove it. The enchantment is entirely self-contained and thus does not show up on a medical scan focused on the body. Good, he'd said the important bit. Now to back it up and make his argument bulletproof. The details about the mask should be in the notes. I have special dispensation to keep both it and wear entirely skin-covering hospital gowns. The mask isn't even metal, so it can go into an MRI. I checked. Dr. D knew perfectly well that Dr. West had known that already, but he made a show of going and checking the notes. So it does. I hadn't spotted it among everything else. Very well. Let's continue with the scan. Send him to the mind dungeon. Feed him to the demon. If you do not imprison the mind, the one imprisoned is dangerously free. Yeah, this is specifically on the basis of... Rune has some fun abilities. The fun abilities may be due to having a demonic familiar attached to his brain. The demon is intended to basically be storage. It is designed to hold things. Specifically, he originally got it so that it would hold knowledge, because having all of the knowledge of how magic and the world worked would pretty much inevitably drive someone mad. So in order to not go mad, he was given a familiar to hold the knowledge in. He then found out that the demon isn't only able to hold knowledge, it can hold other things, like people. Matron Futur trick? I'd have to go and search it up again. Okay. Basically, it started from Mater Futur, but pointed out that Mater Futur is not great. Hang on, where's the Fafla quote? Irrimator is a very difficult word to translate nuancedly, because it relies on Roman views of sex, which are not ours. I think facefucker is about the best you can do in English. The Mater Futur issue is one of grammar, and as written implies that the Mater is doing the futuring. However, nobody's going to be able to yell Matron Futur in anger. Actually, no, you'd want Matron Fututrix for a woman, which is even more difficult to say. Anyway, you get interesting conversations in the LARP Discord. But yes, hi Coca, hi Teal, what did you think of that little segment? Screams, yeah. As he says. They tried to force him to remove his mask, either for their own amusement or to humiliate them. How vile could one person be? If he hadn't known the process, his own rights, or his own equipment so well, he would have been forced to comply. Screams, but in a positive way. Death for the jackass. Oh yes. Nobody likes Dr. Jack. Ah, but the original was Mater Futur, which is not an agent noun, it's a clause. Futur is the passive form of the verb. Fair. Yeah, Dr. Jack is an awful. He's just awful. Okay, fair. How's everyone been, by the way? I've been reasonably good. Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was nice and calm and chill. Basically, I didn't want to do anything too fancy for my birthday because, like, the last 2 or 3 years we went out to get a meal at a restaurant and it somehow went badly every time. So it's just like, no. This year I just want to stay home. I want Corinthus's lovely cooking. I will even state which meal I want. It's teriyaki salmon. It's delicious, but it does need to marinate overnight. Oh, trying to fill out a job application. Good luck. All valid. And then, like, we could have done a board game, but actually I just wanted to chill, talk about the new LARP system that 40 Cakes and Corinthus are creating, and do some writing. So, yeah, it was a lovely, relaxing evening. And that's all I wanted. Because, you know, like, this is what I wanted. Just spending time with my 3 boyfriends, being creative with each other. Corinthus is currently upstairs having a bath. Rosemary I trust to be better than like basically all of us. Yep, indeed. Good luck, Coca. Oh, fair enough. I mean, that's fair. Oira Mui. Hello, good to meet you. Terry Pratchett it up. Yep. This is Wuxia. The Chinese curse is very appropriate here. Hilariously, it's because we know so much about conjugating it because of the graffiti. Because humanity hasn't changed, and therefore things that they write about on walls tends to be vulgar and have remained so. Wish using Terry Pratchett naming mechanisms is a little odd to me, by the way. It's not a Terry Pratchett naming mechanism, I didn't think. Like, descriptive names are, I thought, fairly common, especially among lower classes. Ah, Well, unfortunately, it's... Okay, it would probably be whatever the equivalent was of... Because he was named for the ribbon that he was left with when he was a baby. Yeah, there's Asian... Getting Chinese to translate verbs like flowing, I am aware, is an absolutely awful. It just doesn't. Also, hello, Misericordious. Pleasure to meet you. Not pleasure to meet you, pleasure to see you. I've met you plenty of times, just not here. But yeah, basically, Flowing Silk, you're a Wusha reader. Hey, excellent. But yes. So effectively, he was left at a temple when he was a baby with a, what we would call in English, a flowing silk ribbon. Yeah, ribbon would be fine, or even silk ribbon. Lots of diminutives used in Asian culture. So yeah, if there were a Chinese translation of this, it would probably be silk ribbon or a thing. Yeah, he usually refers to himself as Flowing Silk because this book was originally a tabletop role-playing game. And me not having any idea of how Asian names worked at the time, called my character Flowing Silk Ribbon. I am highly expecting that if this ever got to a point where it was translated into, you know, actual Mandarin, then yeah, there would absolutely be localization there. I'm just your genre reader, so was piping up. Keep on. Did you want a link to the actual beta reader document? Like, because I can absolutely throw that at you if you want. I am also currently in the stage of I do not like the original way this scene started, so I'm rewriting it. Because previously it was a transcription of the tabletop role-playing campaign. I do in fact have a Discord. Woo! I have a Discord. I even have the questions that I ask my beta readers on my Discord in the correct chat. So for reference, it is under 12 Paths of Heaven. It could be a very poetic interpretation of a name that's technically just a pair of words that sound cool together. Yeah, he's named for the ribbon that he was left with as a baby. How many years has this been his name? This campaign was run in, I believe it's something like 2013? I've seen translations Linley to Linley, Forest Thunder, yeah? Like, my own name can be interpreted as compassionate, hence misericordia or lots of heart, I am secretly a Care Bear, or collective soul, or the love of the common people. Oh yes. I was going through old documents and found a scene I never finished. Might as well give at least another paragraph. Yeah, changing a main character's name after 20 years seems unduly disruptive. Yeah, as I said, if this ever gets, like, formally recognised or translated, then absolutely it can be localised to something that's actually appropriate. But it has been defined for this tabletop setting that a descriptive name is very common for the kind of lower class of characters. So, for example, 9 Streams of Wind would be a understandable lower class name. Whereas something like Zhao Ren, actually using the Latinization of the Chinese names, is a signifier of upper class, and is probably using a different character set at that point. It's basically acting as a class marker. So yes, while this setting is most certainly ancient Chinese adjacent, it is by no means identical. Oh, here we go. Or amusingly more mean, pitiful, contemptuous. Misericordious being the nominative, accusative / vocative, neuter singular of misericordial, which is in turn the comparative degree of misericors. I just love it when the final translation of a word stands at odds to the remainder. Language is a weird, weird place. Oh, I see. And here we see Flowing Silk being mildly sarcastic. Like, polite, but also sarcastic. Yeah, you just want the characters for Fleur and Silk. The issue is the ing. Yes, as I say, I do in fact remember that. No, I think I do like the his side. But yeah, Flowing Silk is what he normally goes by, but Flowing Silk Ribbon is his full name. I imagine in Chinese it would probably actually be more likely to have Silk Ribbon as his commonly used name.
Yes, because adjectives are not generally used.
Yes. Which English nerd have you with you? I have Bryn behind me. Oh, hello, most mysterious of Estantia's partners. Friendly and mysterious.
I mean, sure.
I think least talkative. And
Probably,
also
yes.
you're not on the Discord. Like, the others they see talking on the Discord.
Yes, but that's because Discord is a file program.
Discord didn't get on with your previous laptop. I'm sure it would probably get on fairly well with your current one. There we go, that's what I wanted to say. And I apparently also can't bloody type today. None of them exist for me, save as words. A paucity of words thus creates mystery. I'm having far too much fun with the silly voices today, aren't I? Okay, now we actually have a description of what he's wearing in the first time we see him as an adult. This is something that was unfortunately missing, and I realise might have been, like, an actual physical description of him might have been missing in, you know, Flaming Ghosts as well, which is the first time we actually see him. So I'm going to need to go back and check that, but that's not what I'm working on right now.
The bigger they are, the more damn ammo they take to kill.
That is true.
I mean, you're not wrong, dwarf. Don't need that bit, can leave that out. Okay, but he already knows it's a ghost, so I need to edit this bit.
Like, flowing silk, please. Faced with someone sitting next to a fire who doesn't look imperial. Scratches on the door of a shrine. Completely fucking fails the insight check, despite the fact it's meant to be one of his good ones. And just goes, maybe I'm meant to help them. Oh, you want a challenge? Very well. Summons a person insult. My apologies, I do not understand you. I'm going to edit the wording of this one. My apologies, I'm afraid I do not understand you. How are you doing, Goga? But yeah, again, we're seeing Flowing Silk's... We're seeing how Flowing Silk responds to situations here. Internally inside his head... You've done nothing productive. I thought you were doing a job application. Do you need us to, like, wave pom-poms? Yeah, I thought you were doing a job application. I mean, if you need something to swap back and forth from the job application with, you could do some translation of logs to prose on the early Ingram and Gunter stuff. Got halfway through and realised I need to ask my dad about something first. Oh, that's fair. I mean, if you've asked it now and can continue, yeah, you could do that. I might be able to jump back to the Rose-centric bits, but honestly, doing some translation of logs to prose would make Teal very happy. I wouldn't suggest doing shifting. I would suggest probably, I know there's another bit in there which is in logs and needs translating. But yeah, I can pop over to try and do a bit of the Rose-centric stuff if needed, but I am actually getting some writing done on the important bit. Oh yes, fancy dinner. Fancy dinner did not get completely translated yet. Fancy dinner is a fun one. Right, okay. I think I'm much happy with that introduction. It's a lot more interesting than being woken by a random spirit. It shows how Flowing Silk is reacting to things. Yeah. Okay. Now the one that I actually got feedback on, which is basically rewriting the beginning of Falling Star and probably making it all into Zhang's perspective. Bleh. But hey, it's going to make it better, and I want this to be good. And I believe it was actually Misericordious. I wrote 72 words, many of which I then deleted again. I mean, I point out I just rewrote a bit for a thing that has been written for a considerably long time. Actually, no. And putting it all, making sure it's all in fucking past tense instead of present. Yeah, this is the issue. Although Dragon Nonsense is a recite, I was hoping for publication. I'm finally feeling a bit hopeless about its prospects. I'm not sure how much of that is symptomatic. You are far harsher on yourself than you need to be. That one we all know. Okay, I'm fairly sure I've got this. Is there a market for fantasy slice of life? Or for king content that does not form the purpose of erotica? And how small a slice the potential audience would pay to read both? And how does one find them? There is definitely a market for fantasy slice of life. That much I can tell you about. And honestly, I have never seen a fantasy slice of life that focuses on a kink establishment in the way that you have looked at everyday life there. So I think those people that follow fantasy, I think that those people who follow fantasy slice of life might actually be quite interested in it, partially for the fairly high level of historical accuracy that you have, and also because, and also as a wider audience, because it's not something that I've seen anywhere else. Because most people, if they include something like that, it's interested in the erotica, or it's a side place. The one thing I have seen, which isn't slice of life, but does show some of the more normal and everyday aspects of it, is actually the Apothecary Diaries. And to show you how rare it is, that is literally partway through airing its first season. And that's the only one I've seen like that. That said, hello Bryn.
Yes.
Blacksmithing question.
Yes.
If you are making a sword or something, you work on it for a bit and then you return it to the fire, don't you?
During the first stage, yes.
Good. I can use that. Because the blacksmith is not going to have enough breath to tell a story while he's hammering it. But he is going to have enough breath to tell a story while he's waiting for the metal to reheat.
No.
No?
Because you don't let the metal cool.
Well,
When you're doing the first stage of forging a sword, you put it in the fire, you swing the hammer 3, 4, 5 times, you stick it back in the fire. It's a 90-second cycle.
how long does it stay in the fire for?
A minute tops.
Okay. I'm trying to work out whether he'd have enough breath to be able to talk.
Because you have to keep it at a very high
Yeah.
and constant temperature in order to actually work the metal.
Yes. Okay, what could he be making that would be bursts of activity and then a period of waiting and like sorting out other bits around the forge or preparing stuff for the next stage? Nails? Everyone needs fucking
nails.
nails.
Are cast, not forged.
No, because you forge the metal rods and then you snip them, hammer out the top.
No, you cast the metal rods, then you snip them.
Yes.
They're cast iron, not forged steel.
I think we're talking about the same thing. I'm talking about the bit once they're already rods. You heat them a bit so that you can work them, and then you snip and bonk.
No, not generally.
No,
with
you
nails.
don't heat them? Okay, he's just fucking making nails then, because then he can chat while he's snipping and
Yes.
hitting the heads.
Or you have him when he's finishing a sword, i.e. the sharpening and polishing bit. That you could talk while you're doing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my dad. Thanks, I say Lux. I don't think he needs that. I think it would actually work. I think people would be interested. It might be a small subsection, but the people who like fantasy slice of life, it would be novel. And the people who like fantasy slice of life do tend to be the actual absolute nerds that like detail.
And he'll just equip my dwarf with a heavy plasma gun.
Yay.
I'm not afraid to use it. It's a replacement for the rocket launcher, so we'll see how it works.
Hello.
Hello.
The beard is getting scratched. Scritchy, scritchy beard. Hello.
Hey.
You good?
What?
You good?
Yeah. What?
Corinthus is back.
My off button.
Yeah. Right.
The area of the planet I'm currently on has a high quantity of helium in the atmosphere.
Oh no.
Therefore, my dwarf has a squeaky voice.
Hilarious.
That is a hugely long run-on sentence.
This is dumb.
There we go, that's better. Hello dear. Would you like to feature on my stream? Or are you just going to be chill?
I mean, do you want some dwarves in your background?
I mean, I have no objection to dwarfs in my background.
Should I abandon this mission and join you?
I mean, how much longer do you have in it?
I have literally just started.
Ah, well, maybe then.
So yes, we may shortly be getting a visitor to our stream. A very common visitor, but a visitor nonetheless.
Okay, I have
That's
aborted.
changed.
I am back in the thing.
Might overlay buttons. Change the overlay that it uses, I swear.
Okay, let's... Why are you not behaving? Why am I having tech issues? Okay, that one shows up properly. This one is here. It is showing the stream. It is showing Corinthus' stream. Aha! Okay, now you're there.
Okay, fine. I probably don't need that top bit of the screen. I swear this overlay has changed, and I could. Turn out, don't actually need the. Yeah, there we go. Don't actually need the overlay. What have we got on the missions list? We've got sand-blasted corridors. Yes, okay then. Do I want to scout for that, or do I want to leave? No, I will scout. I'm enjoying scout. It's really quite handy for nipping around and doing things with.
I've got a plasma cannon now.
Oh boy.
It's the second weapon instead of the rocket launcher. It comes with a grand total magazine count of 3. As opposed to the 10 that the rocket launcher gets. But it's also
Okay.
got 4 times the damage.
I guess.
So I don't miss and something dies. But I haven't used it yet. Yeah. Gold. Oh, this is the box that you have to put batteries in.
Okay, so we'll find some batteries.
That's just full of loot.
That's 2 flowers.
I have found some nitro.
Yep. Come back here, Molly.
My Marley. Okay, different Victorian meets plasma cannon. Oh! Oh!
Oh?
Not what I expected.
It goes 1.
It goes vroom. and you get a slow-moving line projectile that lasers in half anything it hits.
That happens to it. Look at the platform. Yeah.
Well, come on. But yeah, you know those tall sort of serpentine spitty plants?
Yep.
I just one-shotted it with the laser plasma cannon thing. I'm intensely amused by this. I haven't seen the factories or anything. They don't actually show up on the map. That would be convenient. At least you can mine sand really, really quickly.
Yeah. Well, the secondary weapon is really going to have to try to compete with this shotgun. Because, you know, shotgun's just a classic. Oh, well, here's one of the batteries.
And in this starting, we actually get to see more of how Zhong sees his grandparents and also how he interacts with the town. How he is kind of a central figure, form of entertainment, everyone knows him.
Who just shot me? Where's the fucking splitter? Previously, when I found the two batteries, they were right next to each other. Oh yeah, it's right here. Just behind the cargo pod.
Convenient.
Percussive maintenance.
Fly hammer to crate.
Loot comes out.
There's quite a lot of loot.
Enoch pearl, gold, magnite.
Any delicious minerals.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's my best I'm gonna get. Okay, that's kind of cool. I just need to not stand anywhere near the front of it.
There's also an upgrade that makes the bar explode when it hits an enemy.
Fuel tanks just don't last as long as they used to, eh?
They don't make them like they used to.
Okay, right, well, while you're on those,
I just saw a couple of plants up top as well. Canister number 1.
come on, turn around, you fuck. He does not want to.
Second canister full.
Okay, can I get the platform there? Perfect. There's Molly. anything else in the area? I don't think so.
Do anything up there?
Alright then. Well, apparently somehow I missed an entire thing of nitro over here. I'll catch up with you.
I'm not sure it's a great weapon, but it is fun. Yeah, the damage on that thing is nuts.
Okay,
Oh my god! We're getting a raid!
dropping
Hello,
this quiet at the
Starborn Striker.
entrance,
Lovely to see
popping
you.
back down to that last
Thank you for the
mini-check that
raid.
we went through.
I have set up my sentries.
So I am working on I the Unborn Serpent, which is the Wuxia novel, and I am basically entirely rewriting the introductory scene for some of the characters. Because, you know, why just have someone working in their blacksmith's forge? Why have someone working in their forge when you can have them working in their forge telling the story of their grandparents and
Okay.
their glorious, honourable battles?
Yeah.
I was working on edits today. Didn't get quite as far as I
Let
wanted,
me
but I
check
think it's
the
going well.
room.
Hey, nice.
Just in case there's any unwelcome surprises in here.
Okay, pushing the button.
Okay, there's a few bits and pieces. But, you know, nothing that I can't pick up while ignoring the so-called main priority.
Sentry guns. Oh, after. Laser tray draw in half.
I've been cleaning like a mad woman. Just vacuumed for like the 5th time this week. Oh dear gods.
Whoa! That got wrecked fast.
Parents?
What the heck?
What hit it?
Did some of your plasma go stray?
I don't think so.
House inspection. Oh, that would do it. I hope the rewrites go well. I'm going to look while I grab some food. Of course. Thank you so much for rating. I'm glad you managed to get somewhere with edits. I know that I always get bogged down on editing. I'm desperately doing this in an attempt to avoid doing my actual edits. Because, you know, if you're going to do edits, you may as well start with the big ones, right? Because then at least you get to, you know, write new and interesting things. Right? Right? Yep, good luck with the house inspection as well. I cannot type today. Oh, come on, I finished the final touches. You go! This Lobster Prose you recommended I take care of is going to need a lot of edits. I know. Bearing in mind that I have done all the, basically this entire thing from here on, bearing in mind that this is like, this is page 19 of 154. Everything beyond here is logs to prose. This was all a tabletop role-playing campaign. This is about half of it. Yeah. It took a while. And they don't even use complete sentences, at least in my experience. Yep. Okay, how do I tie this in?
Previously, somewhere around the back of the dozer. Okay, let's just double check the room. I think there was some pearl around here somewhere that I spotted. Yeah, that's definitely pearl.
Yeah.
No, Bath Molly.
There's a load of nitro over here. We don't need it.
Yeah, don't need the nitra. Got the gold during the mission. I think I'm all right on ammo,
Yeah, I'm
especially
okay.
because I saved a resupply charge too late. Okay, right.
Molly gone.
Molly thinks she's being helpful.
With a giant box strapped to the back. Okay, let's go home.
Okay, so let's take this.
Okay. Bit of run.
That's a much more convenient looking drop box. Okay. Just atomizing a grunt with the plasma cannon.
You were saying about convenient.
That's a really inconvenient. Can I put a platform on? No, I can't. Keep them off my ass.
Working on it. Yeah, you can drill up to that. It's only sandstone.
I may want to try implementing different brackets for Crow Speech and Ice Tongue. I think actually, no, having the same brackets does work. You just need to clarify which one is Crow Speech and which one is Ice Tongue. Like, that is an entire thing. And also, I point out, if you have it in one person's point of view, then they're not going to understand the other one. You can instead replace a lot of it with kind of what it sounds like, though given he's explaining the language, maybe not.
Delicious magnite.
Okay, let's add in a bit more personality than that.
Points extraction.
Quarks.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah, that's good gold.
Oi, giant fuck nut. Thick plasma.
Come on, turn, you great Gyarados. Transforming things.
Okay, well there's a quark as well there. Scorpion was in a quark.
Yeah, you were coming up right by one.
Oh yes, right above me.
That's a bit. Fossil.
Yes, glowing blue are quarks and glowing blue walls.
It's perhaps not the easiest of things to spot, but
There we go, found it. Ah, there's another quark actually in the floor there. What tunnel back down again? Doesn't matter. Yeet the quark! Excuse me. Right, do you mind just not? I shot a loot bug with plasma gun. that was excessively mean, I'm aware. I can see 2 o'clock in the ceiling.
Okay, well that's going to be useful. There's also a lot of nitro around here.
Yeah. There we go, have a platform. Oh, there's a load of nitro around here.
That is a collapse.
I solved the grunt problem
Hooray!
by means of autocannon. Well, semi-automatic electricity pistol. Ice physics!
They are hilariously perilous.
Oops. There's Molly around anywhere.
No, we don't get Molly on these.
Of course we don't get Molly on this one. I could tumble up somewhere into this place. Where'd it go? It's not it, that's a crevasse. Oh, I just fell down a crevasse.
Oh, what would be an
Really
appropriate
vertically
title?
oriented maps, aren't they?
Mistress?
Some of them, yeah.
Hmm.
But these ice ones especially.
Oh, yes.
Let's go with Madam.
Turning nitro too thin. Now I've got 120. But yeah, if you look straight up from the drill rig,
Okay. Oh yeah, there are a couple up there, aren't there?
In fact, I can see 4 from where I'm standing.
Okay, we've also got, I'm pretty certain, one over this way.
Yeah, there's one over there, and there's 3 in the ceiling. Oh, plus some gold up there as well.
Okay, that's just, oh, that's possibly for searchlights to do with weird things.
Actually, I am going to change this. Let me just go back and put in the other monk.
Hello, Victoria. Meet Plasma Caster.
There we go.
That was a lot of grunts. Okay, I'll go down, you go up.
Alright, let me see if I can, yeah. No, bad dwarf. Nope. Falling off the...
No, no clock down there.
There we go. And now I've included the other stranger, who is someone who needed to be included in this starting scene.
Ooh, that's... okay. Okay, a cog heading down.
But also, that is a great line, and I feel like that is very Jean.
Oh, good shot to me.
The one who told me that story was my mother. Her name was Shenmi Sun Li, daughter of Generals Shenmi Sheng and Shenmi Sun Li, and you will take back your insults to my family, for I would hate to break one of Madame Bitter's teacups in correcting you.
Mm-hmm.
Please excuse me, I need to go and take this segment and show it to the person who is actually the player of Zhong.
Really inefficient use of platform gun, but it got me up here. Fossil. Yeah, devil, do we get up there?
Well, I have a mind for it, or I don't think there is a door there.
Doo-doo-doo.
Don't suppose I can get a platform, say, around about there, or here. It's a little higher than I am.
No, because I can't get to where you are. But hang
Ah,
on, if I come around here, I might be able to make that shot.
that's pretty much what I need. Yeah.
Then hang on a minute. Give me a second.
So yes, I'm quite proud of that one.
Will that do it?
Maybe. Hang on.
Sorry, having to deal with my own
No,
problem.
that's quite all right. I'm currently looking at the place and going, okay, can I trick shot myself into that position? Maybe. Yeah, not if I do that.
Ah, shit.
Oh, bollocks. We might be about to lose then. I fucked up the trick jump.
Yeah. I just got mobbed in way too small an area.
I need that point extraction mission. With a point extraction mission.
Really actually need a gunner on that mission.
It would make a surprising.
The zipliner would be low.
Fonts for different languages, possible.
Yeah, it definitely helps quite a
But
lot.
in
I
this
guess.
particular
Yeah.
instance, I don't think it works.
There's a lot of restrictions on those.
I mean, you can mine while you're on the zipline.
Yes, but it is actually also an angle restriction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, pretty wings, pretty wings. Quoth the raven nevermore.
So.
I do
minimal
actually
extraction
have
or
nevermore as a
silly
scarf, as a staff in Guild Wars
point
2.
extraction again.
You can try the Aquarks again. I mean, it is a top level cave complexity one.
Yeah, but that just means it's gonna fuck with us.
Okay, so I might actually switch over to the driller.
Okay.
Is Banal Evil correct? Basically,
I love
I'm
that
looking
line.
for.
If it ain't
I'm
drillable,
too-
it's flammable.
I'm an old jaded soldier, too used
So in this
to.
case, I have a cryo gun. Right of that.
Purple crystal here.
Need a slight cave crushers. They can get iced.
Oh, hello, ugly.
Closest to a crow's speech aphorism I can think of. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
Giant
Unfortunately,
purple
can't really
crystal.
put that in prose.
It's
It's
a
a
gem.
gem. That one's new.
Yeah.
It goes in the grinder.
Murder loot bug.
Wow.
Okay, sprawling flat area. Lovely.
Yeah, I don't think I'd use different brackets because generally what I do is I use the triangle brackets for they are speaking in a different language. Iskian, what's the actual name of the pointy brackets? I'll be honest, mostly I know them as coding brackets. But if I call them like HTML brackets, if I call them HTML brackets, people won't know what I mean. No, but for pointy quotation marks. Okay, fair. No. You tend to use single chevrons, not double chevrons.
Oh, foil caps.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. Geometz. I've been spending the last hour formatting and I'm still not done. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, it takes far longer than an hour. It's something so that you can do while doing other things or when you have less brain. Yeah, less than and greater than signs are what I'm using, yes.
Ooh, I found a place with 2 or 3 quarks in it.
Oh, lovely.
Cleaning is done, except for Hobby's desk. Yeah, you don't touch someone else's desk.
Oh, and a loot canister. A battery canister.
Hey there.
Okay, that playlist is getting into songs I don't really care for, so we are going to start somewhere else. There we go.
Delicious acquire.
But you spent time in France, so might have been exposed to Geometz. Maybe.
There was a purple glow from over here. Did you find it?
What were they, photo caps?
Possibly.
Because if so, I found them.
Might have been.
Also, I should have said that the stranger was short.
Okay. Let me do a hole for the purpose of my goal.
Jockheim doesn't want to conform to novella length, but he doesn't have enough story to be a novel. Is there anything you can add on to it? Anyone you can combine it with? Or is there alternatively somewhere enough places that you can chop in order to make it novella length?
I wish you could set permanent waypoints.
That would be very convenient.
Just set flags up.
Okay, I'm setting up a resupply at the moment.
We're heading back to the mine camp now.
I'm considering lying about his size. Isn't that traditional with men? I could not possibly comment. Certainly I know that none of the men I have ever known personally have lied about such things, but I am also aware of how they needed to relabel the sizes on the spacesuits for the American astronauts as being large, extra large, and huge.
Okay, the electric boomerang is hilarious.
Tradition and reality may differ. I mean, also bearing in mind that my personal interactions are generally with people who are nerds and rather more knowledgeable and honest about that kind of thing.
I don't know what you're saying, dear.
Okay, Bryn, you out of all people I trust to be extremely accurate about basically everything, regardless of your ego. Because you are that kind of precise person.
You mean I know what 6 inches actually looks like?
Yes.
Oh, quarks.
Ooh, multiple quarks.
Bugs. Multiple bugs.
Tradition and reality may differ. Yes, you are disinclined to measurement errors. Oh yes, Bryn is definitely disinclined to measurement errors, and in fact has the small superpower of how long is X particular thing, and he can generally tell you it to within a few inches or centimetres. By which I mean there was the fume cabinet that we needed to work out where else it could fit in the lab for rearranging everything. He looked at it once and about 2 seconds later said, "That's about my height." He was fucking right as well.
This is also because I don't genuinely express myself unless I know I'm correct.
I mean, yes.
Therefore,
Tammy,
I come across as whenever I say anything, it's always right.
I mean, I've caught you on a few things, but yes. Tammy has the amazing ability to guess my blood sugar over the phone. Yeah, there are some people who you can listen to their tone of voice and you can make a few guesses about their state of health from that.
More required. Okay. This is deeply inconveniently shaped cavern.
She's ready off by more than
So,
0.2
Can you
microns.
tunnel
That's
through
impressive.
this?
On my way. Where's the tag you need me to go to?
This is mildly inconvenient.
It is, given that from within my body I have no flippin' idea. Yeah.
Nothing.
Tone of voice and
Okay.
heard from the outside can be a pretty good
Okay.
indicator.
Oh, right. So you want us to go back to the mine head from here?
Yeah.
There's the mine head. Okay.
Through a mobile phone connection, I am duly impressed. Absolutely, as am I.
Yeah. There we go. That actually comes out surprisingly near the.
I mean, yeah, I pointed myself directly
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
mine
right,
head
right.
and went, it's drilling
My
time.
point was, I looked at the route back and went, oh, okay, so this feels like one that should be drilled. And yeah. Okay.
Would you be willing to beta read for me when Troghan is finished? Yes. I'm just gonna.
There was one more in the previous one.
Yeah, I ate that.
No, there is one in
Okay.
the previous one.
Then I missed that, but right in the face.
Whoop. There's a explosive charge on the floor behind you.
I don't want to explode today.
Disarm them now. I'm just going to leave this explosive charge over here. And wait for something to walk into it. Eh. The hell. Yeah, I tripled the size of the blast radius on this actual charge. It's quite a crater now.
Even one that there are several pages of watching that Not Safe for Coca show. I am not bothered by Not Safe for Coca. I will not read it on stream. I will not read it on stream. I will be reading it off stream. But I am entirely happy to read that.
That was a much easier aquatic mission.
Yep.
Okay, where do I need to? Aha, she had a name. Madame Bebe.
Okay, shield disruption. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
I'd hate to blindside somebody with it, but the person who responded to it with red card, you must remove the stage show from Trolley Revised. You may not share a link to that kind of content in the workshop sheet. Not only because it is not safe for Twitch, but because it represents a type of material I do not want to be associated with my stream on myself. Despite a warning, there was material that would be unsuitable to read on stream. May have done some damage.
Are we okay?
Yeah, okay. I can... The fact it's not safe for Twitch is actually a reasonable thing, but... And the fact they do not want that content on stream, but they really should have seen that from the content warning. As stated, I would not be reading it on stream, but I am happy to read it off stream. Because yeah, you don't mess with breaking Twitch terms of service. Self-protection is not unreasonable. Which is why I said there is a scene here you'll not want to read on stream. Yes, precisely. Which seems entirely reasonable. Like, possibly even just cutting out that bit so that it would... Yeah, I tried very hard not to blindside. Yeah. I know you don't want to hurt anyone. Let's move this bit up here and see how we can work it in.
Okay, let's clean up there. Clean up there.
What the hell's electrocuting me?
Oh, there's little atmospheric disturbances.
No, it was these shock bugs.
Oh, okay.
They were zapping me through the tiny, tiny hole it created in the wall.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I've properly cleared the starting cavern. Okay. Yeah, I think that's... Ooh, fossil. Okay, I think that is everything now. Or at least everything enough.
Follow that mule! Because there's a lot of nitro on this wall.
That's fair.
me go. Not focus.
Poor innocent boot bug.
Scout is so mobile compared to the other classes.
I mean, I love my grappling hook because, you know, when you're given the option to be Batman, be Batman.
That dwarf, surely.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I was beginning to wonder where it was all hiding. Remember to eat your Morkite, kid.
Molly!
Oh. How?
Have I mentioned Jean's name?
Okay, I'm just going to go check that direction quickly. I don't expect to find much, but if I don't look, then I will not find a friendo. Okay, yeah. Think. Okay, no, there's a. No, it's just slightly different.
Yes, they do
That's
seem to be
fine.
rather perilous holds, don't they?
I mean, you've got to have a little peril. You know, mild peril.
That's a hole.
He's a bit of a hole.
Oh. Don't expect that to happen.
No?
I just chopped down one level and instantly found another cavern beneath us.
Yeah.
There's a fossil in.
Remember to eat your nitro, kids. Yeah, I see you found that. Okay. We'll continue on.
Did you find the two fossils that were in the ceiling of the cavern that we were looking down into?
Definitely got at least a couple of fossils. Let me just have a quick look see there. Yeah, I'm not.
Actually, no, I don't even need to
seeing any
rewrite
spare
this bit.
fossils up there.
Because this is all from Zhong's POV.
Ow! 3 Praetorians at once on top of me,
Okay, that is a
followed by an
problem.
oppressor.
Alright, let me see if I can work my way around. Yeah, this looks likely. Okay, get ready to move.
Fucking oppressors. Bloody things. Ah, Morkite.
Do you like Morkite? I think, actually, considering the amount of definitions, is definitely the way I came in. Okay, that is that central cavern again. Which begs us an interesting question. Where's the rest of the bloody Morkite?
There was another earth route that we didn't take earlier.
Yeah, I think we might need to head back to that.
Do I want to shift this to Sheng's perspective for this segment?
Oops.
No, we don't want to do that.
Okay, I'm alive. Just.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading
No bets on the outcome of the badger however should he ever
back
wish to dig a hole in
towards
the
the,
garden. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
the other ends of the cavern.
Okay.
I think I probably wish to keep it secret.
came in, yeah, this top tunnel. Yeah. Okay, this is the drop chamber.
Get up there.
Grappling hook.
Yeah, but it doesn't help if I can't follow you.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
I don't know which tunnel you took is the problem. Yeah, I see you.
Okay, there's also a parallel tunnel here.
Oh, do I want to switch this to Sheng? I think it gives away too much.
Incidentally, I think this might be a good time to drop a...
Resupply, yeah.
Because I think I'm out of the good flares. Probably only need for one thing, but it's...
Ah, this is back where the
This is the
starter chamber, as it were.
yeah, this is the drop chamber. Okay, okay, damn, there is. Alright. I will. Yeah, we're probably not heading back up here in that case. Okay, so terrain scanner is inconclusive, but thinks there might be, yeah, something down this way.
Well, first we fight the grunts.
Well, that indicates we've been that way. Damn it. It's getting really confusing.
Just the same thing until basically cover us from grunts.
Yeah. This one we came in. So around. Do knock off. Came up into here. Alright, I think we must be missing something in the lower chamber fan. It's not a small amount of Morkite we're missing, neither.
No. Basically 2 entire veins.
Oh, hang on, I think I've got something. There are unexploded things over here. Yeah, Morkite.
Ah, there was a hole that we just didn't spot.
I'm done with the formatting for now. Woo! Though admittedly I might ask you to PM me because I was looking to see what edits you were doing, and I think I'm looking at a very different document to you.
Any
there
more
is a
fossils?
whole ass chamber down here, so we might in fact be able to find some fossils.
Ah, it's got another
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no.
dirt tunnel
Coca, you
through it as
didn't
well.
do everything, did you? Oh goodness, sorry, I should have given you the link. Oh god, well at least that's... Oh, I am so sorry, Coca. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. I am so sorry.
Oh, loads more Morkite.
Oh, we do like Morkite. Also, did I see a purple moving thing?
The game happening in the corner is
Oh,
Deep Rock
flowers.
Galactic?
Deep Rock Galactic, yes.
Yes. Deep Rock Galactic. Coca has been offered a whipped cream hat. Yes. I am aware that writing is
Awesome.
not occasionally the most interesting thing to watch for a lot of viewers, and therefore having something over there when I'm trying to sort something out, like a particularly tricky bit of phrasing, is excellent. And thank you, Vangsthese, for linking to Corinthus, so that Odamui
more Morkite.
can see it in more detail. Essentially, the premise of the game is you are dwarves.
Space dwarves.
Space dwarves who are definitely space dwarves who are working for a capitalist mining program,
More or less.
and you get sent on various missions to get various
I mean,
minerals.
it's broadly implied that there is a management who own the means of production. So, yes.
But there is also a union. We are unionised.
Well, that's good.
And they do provide us with a bar.
Yeah, but we do have to pay for the bar.
True.
Okay, but
Okay, I'm going to put a gap in there because this is where I need to stop for tonight
Right.
and
we may be in a company town.
continue
Well, company
editing
states,
later. Dwarven
Yes.
diets do tend to be keto, at least in Samatia. Yes. Right.
Hey, no fossils up here.
Because I found one, but
Right, okay. It is 3 minutes past 11. I'm going to find someone to raid. And I am so sorry, Coca. Do you want me to find the document for you that's already been partly done? Oh, hello, Philomisters. I didn't realise you were I didn't realise you were in the background.
okay. Ooh, Luminite.
Yeah, well, they trolls are more willing to eat awful
Yeah,
food
this
than
is
I
the
am.
bottom.
That's
Let's
fair.
go home.
Well,
Oh, there's a load more.
Have a
Morkite
great
there.
night, stand here. Yep.
okay, I grabbed the spare Morkite.
Gold loot bug.
Okay, fancy dinner is not there. I'm sure that fancy dinner was somewhere. Okay, let me just link you the one that's my actual one.
Fucking zappers.
Okay, Coca, I'm going to send you a link. See if you can follow that. Have a great night. Corinthus and Bryn and 40 cakes and assorted
Ow.
plushies. Coca
Gonna
saying
die
good
here.
night. Philip is saying don't worry, have a good night. Please excuse me, I need to sort through windows and tabs. There we go.
You okay? Yeah, you.
Just
Well, that's about as good as we're going to get.
See if you can access that, Coca.
run
In the
it.
meantime, I need to find a raid target. Yes, I know Corinthus is live. We're not raiding him.
Red sugar.
Who's
Okay.
around? We have Desdemona Rose again. Who again only has one person. But, you know, she is fairly reliably
Oh,
online
this
when
chamber. Right.
I am ending, so I am inclined to agree.
Up here.
So, let's go raid Desdemona Rose. Thank you everyone for being here. It's been lovely to see you. Lovely to chat with you. And we've got a surprising amount done today.
Okay.
So,
On the platforms? Yeah. Okay.
see you later, folks. And enjoy your week if I don't talk to you again. I probably will talk to most of you again.
There's a reason I always
Let's
leave platforms
go.
behind me.
We
Yeah,
raiding.
it is sensible. Okay. Drop spare minerals.
Okay,
45 more gold.
come on, load up so I can hear the reaction. There's a cat on stream! Oh, this is definitely a good person to raid. Okay, see you later, folks.
Okay, that was a twisty turny one.
Hmm?
That was the twisty turny